Okay. So I gotta get Ziggy. There's Ziggy. All right. So you're gonna copy that down on the board. Parts of an expression. You've got 4x minus 2. And your vocabulary words are coefficient, variable, and constant. We'll talk more about those as we go, okay? 4x and -2 are the terms of the algebraic expression. Big word, but don't let it scare you, okay? Just the first blank piece of paper that you have in there. Okay? Please make sure you guys are keeping your notebook because you guys can use your notes on tests. So this is going to be the first page of notes we're going to do if you've already gotten that statement written down. Okay? Give me a thumbs up when everybody at your table has that copied. Yes, on the first blank paper that you have. And this is starting unit 2. So on the top of that paper, if you want to know that it starts unit 2, we can do a little flag if you have a sticky note or something, or you can just write unit 2 on the top, highlight it, like whatever you want to do, because we are starting unit 2 today. Yay! Y'all so excited starting a new unit today?
Yes.
Awesome.
That means we're getting closer to the end of the year.
Right. I think we are 36 days out of 180 into school. We're 19% of the way there. Alright, does anybody still need more time? Yeah? Okay. You guys will need a highlighter of some sort. Yes. Yeah, we're about to start notes. So hurry. Okay. You will actually need 4 colors of highlighter today. Or marker or something that you will be able to keep track of what's going on. Okay? All right, I'm going to give you about 1 minute. Can everybody have it done in 1 minute? Can everybody see the board okay? Or does it have a glare for anybody? Okay, 30 seconds. Anybody still need more time to write that'll be up on the board the whole class. Okay, so if you don't get it now, you can get it. Okay, so we're gonna start the notes. Expressions and equations, the distributive property. How many of you have ever heard of the distributive property? You've probably talked about it some in 6th grade. Okay, it's not scary. You guys just make it scary, okay? But we're gonna get it. So your I can statement is I can get rid of. How many of you know what these are called? What are those called? Parentheses. By using distributive property. Sorry, since I'm left-handed, I will block the view for just a second. So you're gonna learn how to get rid of those parentheses by using the distributive property. This is where your order of operations come in. Do you guys remember your order of operations? PEMDAS? That's where order of operations is gonna start to kind of come into play, okay? All right. So what is distributive property? So I want to hear y'all's words a little bit. Logan, what is distributive property?
I don't know.
You don't know? Anybody know? Anybody have an idea of what distributive property might be? There's no wrong answer. Just something off the top of your head. Yes, Jaden.
It's the same numbers, but their indices are moved. I think.
That's associative property.
Well, it's under that.
Yeah. So you guys learned about associative, commutative, identity, multiplicative, then the inverse. You guys learned about all those. Okay, so distributive property is used to simplify expressions by, and I'm just going to put the X here for multiplying, by multiplying a single term by two or more terms inside parentheses. Okay? Now, with your highlighter, I want you to highlight that box. Okay? So obviously if I highlighted it, that means what? If I highlight something, that means it's important, right? Can y'all see that? Okay, you need me to zoom in more. Okay. Now, if you were in Miss Daniel's class, she calls this the cowboy dance. Okay? Think about it this way. This is your cowboy out here. And the cowboy wants to dance with all the pretty ladies, right? So, cowboy dances with A. So, that's A times B. And cowboy also wants to dance with lady C. So that would be A times C. Okay? So after seeing that, I want you guys just to take about 30 seconds and see if you can solve the problem in the box. See what you come up with. All right, Bryce, what did you come up with? What was your first step?
Multiplying 8 by x.
Multiplying 8 by x. That would just be 8x. Okay. Kelsey, what was the second step? Multiplying 8 times 2. What is 8 times 2, Kelsey? 16. Okay, now from there it doesn't tell us to simplify or combine or anything or solve for x, so we would just leave it at that. Okay? Alright, now we see the dreaded negative. Bum, bum, bum. Okay? So now what do we do if we have a negative outside of the parenthesis? Does it just go away? No, what happens to it, Caden? If we're distributing, does it just go to this one as well? Mm-hmm. So you would have negative A times B. And what happens if we have two negatives? Because this is, who said, what is it, Logan?
It's positive.
It turns positive. Good job. So this negative right here makes this become a positive. So now that would be A times C. Okay? Does everybody understand that part? I know that can be kind of hard to wrap your head around. All the negative signs just disappeared.
Hey guys, if your back's to the screen, you can go up there and get a whiteboard and turn your chair around and face the screen that way if you want to, just so you don't have to keep turning around. That might help. Because so maybe you're having to turn around a lot.
You want a whiteboard, Deja? They're right
You
there.
want me to get you a whiteboard? Can you hold it in your lap? You want one, Nate?
Sure.
Okay. Anybody else? Backwards? Let's do two or doors.
Jaden, you
You
need
want
one?
one, Jaden, so you can just turn around? Okay.
Alright, so let's look at the problem. -5, and then in parentheses is x minus 4. So Jaden, what's our first step? What are we going to multiply first?
You got this, Jaden. Come on.
No? Okay. Deja? 5 and x.
Very good.
So that would be what? What's -5 times x? Deja? -5x. Okay. Now what's our second step, Trinity? Okay. Because we're doing what? What are we multiplying? There's two negatives, right? So we've got -5 times -4. So what is that, Trinity? 20. Good job. Okay. Does everybody understand how we got to that point? If you need to stop and ask questions, now is your time to do that. No? All right. Just back away and practice to make 100. Okay. So now it's your turn. You have 3 problems. Okay? All of them are very doable. Do you guys want to set up number 1 together? No? Everybody's got it? Okay. So we'll go with 5 minutes. Okay, good? 5 minutes? Okay. It's the next page. It says your turn on the top.
When you're ready for us to check one of them, just raise your hand and we'll come around and check them.
So at 8:25.
Oh, you've got to look at it as a negative.
Yep.
Pay attention to your signs, if it's positive or negative. If it's positive times positive, our answer's gonna be what? If it's negative times negative, our answer's gonna be what? Positive. So pay attention to your signs.
48. So it would be minus 48.
So what is -8 times 12?
Hold on just a second. Okay, you got a positive 12 and a negative 4.
you gotta do 12 times. So it's A times B. Okay. This would be minus 96. That's just a negative right there, there's no negative on the inside. And then, so what's, this is like understood 1. So what's negative 1 times X? So it would be negative X, but negative 1.
12 times X is 12X.
You'd be adding our X, because that negative is that one turns into positive.
We'll keep working on it, we'll keep working on it.
Get it?
Okay, so this is what I see everybody doing. You're doing 12x plus negative 48. You don't put a plus in there, okay? You're doing, whatever that sign is becomes your operation. If it's positive, then you're adding. If it's negative, you're subtracting. You don't put plus and negative, okay? You don't put plus and negative. Your sign becomes your operation.
No plus right here. It just, that sign, that's what she was talking about. That sign just comes over there. You don't have to do all the changing like you did. So that would be 12x minus 48. And then the same.
Your sign becomes your operation.
So this is.
You're not doing plus 96, you're doing minus.
Okay. So what is negative 40 times X? So it goes down.
It's not minus and negative, it's just minus.
So that negative would turn that negative as well,
It's not plus and negative.
because negative
Alright,
times
guys,
positive.
I'm gonna do what